Guys, Dr. Mike D. So, as promised, papakita ko sa inyo kung paano natin mababawasan ang puffiness ng ating face. So, ang mga strategies na ito ay nakakatulong upang mag-improve ng puffiness ng face by one of the several mechanisms. Number 1, by reducing fluid retention. Number 2, by improving lymphatic drainage. And number 3, by decreasing inflammation. So, yung lymphatic drainage po natin ang tumutulong upang tanggalin ang mga excess fluid and waste sa ating katawan. So, if hindi po maganda ang lymphatic drainage sa ating face, nagkakaroon po tayo ng fluid retention sa ating face. And over time, ito po ang nagkakos ng puffiness. Pero alam nyo ba guys, by simply moving your facial muscles, by smiling, by talking, ay nagkakaroon po ng improvement in the circulation sa ating lymphatics. This is because the motion generated by our facial muscles actually improve blood circulation and also at the same time improves lymphatic flow sa ating mga lymphatic vessels. Pwede rin natin i-massage ang ating face twice a day for 10 to 15 minutes. But this is not my favorite strategy guys, no? Kasi syempre pag nagmamassage tayo ng face natin, you are tugging your skin or putting pressure on the supporting tissues of your skin. And over time, if you actually do not do this properly and masyado kayong harsh mag-massage ng face ninyo, this can lead to loosening of the skin over time. Number 2 guys is reduce sodium intake. So if mataas ang sodium levels natin sa katawan, this can cause the body to retain water and this can sometimes lead to swelling and sometimes puffiness. So kailangan natin i-limit yung mga salty foods na kinakain natin, particularly also yung mga processed foods kasi mataas po sila sa sodium, and increase the intake of potassium-rich foods kagaya ng banana and avocado para mabalance natin ang sodium sa ating katawan. And kailangan din natin i-check ang ating sleep quality and positioning pag natutulog. So poor sleep and sleeping flat can cause the fluid to accumulate in the face. So ang pwede natin gawin is to make sure na maglalagay tayo ng isa or dalawang unad sa ating head and also sa back para at least hindi tayo masyadong flat when we sleep. So pag medyo elevated tayo natutulog, this actually allows the gravity to pull the fluid from our upper body like the face papunta doon sa lower body natin para hindi magkaroon ng accumulation ng fluid sa ating face. And also guys, ensuring that you have at least 8 hours of good quality sleep can regulate your cortisol or your stress hormones. Kasi guys, if hindi okay yung sleep natin, nagkakaroon po tayo ng imbalance sa ating cortisol levels and this can actually lead to puffiness. At dahil alam natin that chronic inflammation can lead to puffiness, ang gagawin natin next ay is to consume anti-inflammatory diet. So kaya pwede tayong kumain ng mga fatty fish kasi yan sila, mataas sila sa omega-3 and also mga green leafy vegetables are okay. Foods na mataas po sa mga fiber and at the same time po yung extra virgin olive oil. Favorite ko yan. And syempre, kailangan nating iwasan yung mga processed foods, mga sugars, yung mga refined or white carbohydrates gaya ng mga bread, cakes, cereals, kasi they can actually spike inflammation. Next guys is we need to reduce our alcohol intake. So alcohol actually dehydrates the body but it actually makes the body retain fluid in areas na ayaw natin, leading to puffiness. So kailangan guys drink in moderation and do not forget to hydrate pag umiinom po kayo ng alcohol. Number 6 guys is managing hormonal imbalances. So if nagkakaroon yung mga females natin ng mga fluctuations sa kanilang estrogen levels during the menstrual cycle, this can actually cause fluid retention. Kaya guys, napaka-importante na mabalance ang hormones ninyo sa pamamagitan ng proper and balanced diet and exercise and also ma-monitor ang inyong mga hormones sa pamamagitan ng regular checkups with your reproductive endocrinologist or your OB-GYN. And lastly guys is yung mga skin cooling techniques. So yung nakikita nyo sa taas guys, gumagamit siya ng ice roller. No? Nilalagay yan sa loob ng freezer and then for some time, you take it out and then just roll it over your face. For me guys, I think you can do this with a proper interface on your face. So maglalagay po kayo siguro ng face towel para hindi po direkto na nakalagay yung instrument dun sa inyong face. Because if you have something like this directly put on your face and medyo matagal nyo po siyang nalagay sa face niyo, maaari kayo magkaroon ng cold or ice burns and this can actually cause irritation and inflammation sa ating balat. So what this actually do is that the cold will constrict the vessels in our face. So as a result, since constricted sila, mas mababa or mas konti ang mga fluid na lumalabas sa ating mga vessels into our tissues, thereby decreasing our puffiness. Pero guys, do not do this because yung iba kasi nilalagay talaga nila yung ice directo sa kanilang skin because this can cause, again, ice burns. And also, some of you might get ideas like, sige doc, maghaharap na lang po ako sa aircon. Guys, cold air is very, very dry to the skin. Baka magkaroon pa kayo ng severe dryness or ng windburn. So, do not do this. What you can also do is to put your skincare inside a refrigerator. So, may mga dedicated refrigerators na lumalabas recently for skincare lang. Basta guys, huwag nyo ilalagay ang mga skincare nyo sa freezer. So for the cooling effect naman po, it's just temporary but it might help in some individuals. Alright guys, so I hope this helps. For more acne tips, follow me and Basta Acne DMD. Bye!